booms it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. On first down, Mahomes got his man complete over the middle. That's Wells. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Yellow.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Williams, and he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. He was brought down by Devon Kennard.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 19-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And it's caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. The extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Chiefs 7, Lions nothing. Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Hey, Delta.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Now Johnson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step.
Hey, give me radar.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Frank Clark in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. .49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
And the Chiefs now getting set to go. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 27-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Check safety. 6 guys. Just 6 guys.
Here's a guy on his 4th franchise in 2 years, Carlos Hyde. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Sacked there by Nick Perry, the outside linebacker.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Mahomes now to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins, for the Kansas City first. A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They'll run with Williams. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
can't block me. You can't block me.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes, he'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
A reminder coming up tonight, a tough ticket in New Orleans. The Cowboys in town to take on the Saints on Sunday Night Football. And tomorrow night, Charles and I, we go to Pittsburgh. Bengals and Steelers, 2 teams, well, they don't like each other very much. That's well documented. That starts at 8:15 Eastern as we close out the month of September. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
40 gun. What? 11.
They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. He juked him. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Max 50. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Check 37. Alert! Back.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Stafford completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point good by Prater. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City, and they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. On play action, it's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now here's Mahomes. He finds Riddick, complete. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, Kansas City.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And some room to work. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Theo Riddick His first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. No problem there on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
11 yards there, first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Back to the air. Stafford on second down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Double right.
Throwing again at Stafford. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
280, 22, 50. You must be dreaming. Slam.
On first down, Stafford here. And the catch made by Johnson. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a second down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Looking in zone for Jones. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And it's 3rd and short. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, Foxtrot. Mike 50, huh? Watch the screen. Hey, Mike's 50. Here we go.
Again, it's Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thornhill. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. Well, indeed, try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Mike 22. Hey, Hayward. Pick it up. Hey.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Frank Clark able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
44's the mic. Hey, Echo. Let's get this.
Now Stafford. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
That's good for the Lions. First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Smooth. 44's the mic. 44's the mic. Watch the out. Fofo's the mic. Mike's Fofo. And middle.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stafford looking left side, and he's got a man. It's James. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21. They start the drive with Hyde. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back.
And he's into the clear. The 30, past the 20, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Extra point up and through, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Lions take
Here we go.
first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Set. Go 20. Oh, dang, punt. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it. Kill, kill, kill.
On first and 10, Stafford. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them. That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And Amendola with a catch. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, particularly running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Stafford. And that's incomplete. Rashad Breeland there defensively and able to knock that one down to the ground.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
Because you're right, they have had no room to breathe. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Stafford looks to throw again. It's caught. Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. From the red zone now, Stafford. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's James. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game. Prater for the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
12 yards there and a first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Williams. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the fourth quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you that they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
Mike Daniels makes the tackle. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins. His second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
If you're thinking of a comeback here, you go to 2016. That's when Stafford had an NFL record 8 fourth-quarter comebacks. But last year, despite playing all 16 games, he had 0. Now a first down throw. Stafford. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 5.
A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap. And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
50, 50. 11, 11.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thornhill. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
On first down, it's Williams. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
from the 35 on second down. Mahomes. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
Yellow. Come on, 80. 15.
First down, a run with Hyde. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The Chiefs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and goal.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Set, lady, alert! I'm coming for you, mom!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play. 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Stafford now to throw.
I think this is where we see how the game has moved along a little bit. free safety, no blitz, but reads the play, has no responsibility in coverage, and takes a gamble and goes and gets the quarterback.
Well, is that a spot, though, where when he's coming, the quarterback needs to be able to find somebody or not necessarily?
Has to, because with that amount of time coming from the free safety position, someone should break open.
They snap it to Stafford. He's got Curse. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Just like that.
On first down at Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Yellow. On the line.
Come on. You better bring it.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done.